what I want to pass on to you here is a little tip about the shapes. Now we got them sitting here, and I put a dark background on it here, and the light's coming from the window over there, so you got your shadows here and here, and they're not too heavy. I'm getting skylight, which is blue. So your highlights on the apple is going to be bluish tint. And this is where they are. You see them right here. Now, this is, okay, let's take them off one by one here. Now notice the shape of this apple. As you turn it around, you get different shapes. And it's kind of banged up a bit too. But anyway, it definitely has a different shape to it, and a different color, and different characteristics. So you want to turn it around and get the best color, the best position you can with it. Now this one here, we're going to move that there for now. It has also a different shape, and it's a little smaller. And has more green in it, and a sort of a dirty red color. Mixes into green here, and you notice that it's rounder. It also has a slant. The stem is sticking up straight. This one has a big slant too. Now we move this one over, and here we have another apple, and it's completely different shape again. Now, as you know, on the market or growing in the orchards, there's all kinds of different apples, and they're all different looking, different tasting, and so on. Now, when you're drawing, I'm not going to draw today because I had treatment yesterday and I'm kind of under the weather. I'm going to tell you, though, that you've got to watch your angles and where the stem goes into the apple and so on, and how it goes in. So, okay, you got now here an apple that's yellow or greenish yellow underneath. This has got more greenish yellow underneath, and covered over with red, which gives you a different characteristic look. So in your drawings or your paintings, if you're painting these or you're taking a photograph, you want to arrange them nicely as you can, and it's interesting to show off their properties and what they look like and so forth. So let's see if I can get this over here. Now, as you see, you got the light one in the front, you got the dark red one in the back, you got the greenish red one here. So you got 3 apples, and you got the stems here you want to follow in a sort of a circle. And you also have the shapes of them. They're slanting, so you want to sort of try to get them in there where they slant the right way. Or you could turn around and say take, for example, this one, and put it here, up, standing upright, and then you take this one and you sort of lie it down. And but it's not working that way because you want this to point inward towards your center one. And you lie this one down and you put it behind the other apple. And you take this and you sort of do like this here. Make it slanted a bit. Get it caught up on this one here. And there you have a little bit of an arrangement. You got that all pointing inwards again and this pointing into the painting or the drawing. Or you can turn it around and get this kind of view. And you try to portray what the apple is, what brand of apple it is, by showing exactly what it looks like, so that when your viewer looks at it as a painting or a sketch, will recognize which one is which. A Gala, a Salish, and a Spartan. So you work around until you get a good composition. You can do that, and you can do that, you know, and you get them in there behind, and watch where your lights are, your highlights on the apple, and don't forget the bluish tint, because otherwise if you just put it white, it's not the proper highlight. It's getting the bluish tint from the sky light in the window. So I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial, and I hope you try this and draw it or paint it, watercolor, oil, or whatever you work, pencil, or just do one at a time and get its characteristics down until you know you can look at it and say, yeah, that's a certain apple and that's a certain apple. You know, it's tricky, it's a challenge, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. You can do this with photography also. It's probably a good idea. Now this one's, you don't want that standing straight up, so you want to sort of do like this. Now you got a kind of a photographic view of the painting or the sketch or the arrangement of your apples. 3 apples, and you got a lot of things to work with. Thanks for watching.